10 seconds. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and then you run around.
Radiant as well.
Stinky cloud around you.
Yeah.
So we had situations such as that.
We have a
before.
draft, by the way.
Yeah, so apparently it was FBZ who has a bit of a stomachache, so may not be able to solo kill Raven in game number 2. But maybe that's why he got the stomach. If I managed to...
Raven, what are you doing?
Beastmaster banned out, Ancient
5
Apparition banned out,
remaining.
FNATIC banned out, IO, I think. And
Radiant team
boom.
ban.
Hey, first banned in both games by both teams.
Yeah.
Very highly regarded here. Because Ice.
Also, Puck is nice to ban that out.
That is true.
You could see Mikoto playing really well with him.
10
Last
seconds
game,
remaining.
dying 0 times. And,
They look pretty done.
FNATIC slash... Oh my god, they
remaining.
look super done.
Oh,
wow.
they're so done. Jazz is so done, he's not even there.
They all look pretty grumpy right now. Wow. Okay.
Oh, there's Jabs.
Radiant
Change
team
to the other team, please. Oh, I'm getting depressed.
Well, they got IO.
I actually haven't seen them
This down?
this down
Ever? Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Usually it's all laughs and happiness.
Yeah, for real. At least Raven's kind of
10
jostling around,
seconds remaining.
getting his energy back.
At least his haircut's still the same. too.
Maybe
5
probably because he got his hands on
seconds remaining.
IO. At least I hope it's a core IO. If it's a support IO, then I'm not going to go FNATIC.
You're not gonna go FNATIC either way. But I like the reflection in Raven's glasses. He's activating anime.
He just needs to push him up with one finger.
Yeah. Anime mode activated.
Radiant team pick.
Meanwhile, boom, they're vibing.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Cascade is lagging.
Can't really.
FBZ looks fun. Actually, no, he doesn't.
FBZ looks like he's about to
does
lay
not
another
wanna-
egg, dude.
He does not want to move around, it seems.
He's about to lay an egg.
10 seconds remaining.
That's an expression. I've heard that expression
Yeah.
before.
5 seconds remaining.
He didn't?
I heard that.
Oh, really?
Have
Yeah.
you?
It's
He
a
didn't look like he did.
great expression. No, but just because you're talking about FTZ and his stomach problems, that's
No, I actually, when I made the joke, I actually thought I would pick Phoenix with them.
That would have been good.
Then when I saw the visit,
but where do Visage Birds come
Oh,
from,
no,
right? They
it's a
also come from
support
some
IO.
eggs, so
no, actually,
Radiant team ban.
yeah, that's actually true.
But
from
all
some
birds,
form,
all bird. I mean, he gestates it in the
Exactly.
ghost
but as Visit
ethereal
says,
form.
I am Visit.
Is that what he says?
Oh.
what's the lore behind Visage
And
Tsunami?
Visage.
You have some?
The law behind what?
I don't pay attention to lore.
The law behind what?
seconds.
Visage?
That's different Dota 2 talent.
No, Visage
My-
and Razor
5
are
seconds
both from the
remaining.
Underscape. And I believe, is Visage or Razor? One of the two is the guardian of the Underscape.
That's Razor. He's like
That's Razor,
he's like
okay.
the Minotaur of the labyrinth.
Yeah, and Visage is also from the Underscape. He has like a different sort of job. I don't remember what.
So he's not a prisoner. Because I saw the chains on his legs and I was like, oh, maybe he's...
Maybe he's a prisoner.
Escaped convict.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He escaped
His
the
familiar's
Underscape.
broken
Yeah,
out.
Razor in Warcraft 3 was actually always in labyrinths. Like that model was always guarding some labyrinths. and
But he
whatnot.
was also a Gillette advertiser.
That as well, of course. Okay, we do see a couple of Visage picks
10
on position
seconds
fours, perhaps
remaining.
in the Chinese region. We'll see.
Radiant team ban.
Cloning.
Yeah. We'll see if they flex it up like that as well. Like position 4 Visage is fine, but as the heroes deal with you,
I just don't want to
Like
see this
gyrocopter.
post one Visage again. That did not work out at all. It looked very lackluster.
Wait, you don't want to see 4 Visage?
No,
10
one Visage.
Oh, one
seconds
Because
Visage.
Boom did that before, and they got
That's
dumped.
right.
Yeah, they
yes.
lost to Medusa.
And this
5
time they're going to
seconds
be up
remaining.
against a gyrocopter who can also quickly kill your familiar.
Yeah, it's not
turn
easy.
to ban.
it's maybe even better than versus a Medusa. Can actually kill the gyro if you chain lock him.
I mean, if it's even a carry gyro.
Yeah.
Get ahead of ourselves.
Could be a position 5 gyro, position 1 IO as well.
I
But
don't
mostly-
have faith in Fnatic to flex it up like that. I
10
think they've already
seconds
shown their
remaining.
support core pairing and IO support.
But Raven always played a really good
5
IO.
seconds
That's what I thought
remaining.
in season 1, and then they picked it. Fnatic got their hands on IO in one of the execration games, I believe.
Yeah,
Verify.
they played IO many times before as a core.
Yeah, so Fnatic had IO Bristleback in game 2 of the execration.
I
But
mean,
the
the
Bristol is
bans
banned,
also
yeah.
indicate
Right.
that it's going to be a carry gyro. And honestly, the lane is not easy against
Team
Visage
ban.
Smart. They actually have the burst potential to kill the IO or the gyro. Even in the game also.
No, for sure. Because usually how you play with an IO lane is try to region over time and you slowly wear someone down. But when you're playing versus Visage, you can't do that as he nukes you to half
10
HP.
seconds.
I actually thought he's not there, but he's just... It's really
Shadow
dark.
form.
Yeah, exactly.
He went to the Shadow
5
Realm.
seconds remaining.
Maybe they're going to play Willow.
He banished himself.
And plus, God's Rebuke will probably instantly fill up Soul Assumption charges.
Yeah, that does.
Especially if you hit both, you're probably going to get all bars.
I mean, like if you get Grave Chilled,
Grave Chill.
Grave Chilled,
Yeah.
Chilled.
yeah, and then Spear, and then Rebuke, you can probably get out 2 nukes at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Like a hero is gonna die. It's a lot of damage. And also on the Relocate, you can get the double stone form. Maybe if you get the shard, you can get the triple.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Pretty good. I like Visage in general. I think he was pretty underpicked
Team
still.
pick.
I was very impressed when I saw him.
Problem is, the first game he was aggressive.
From his team, he still had the best performance though.
I feel like the hero can work and can be really strong, but under certain,
10 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
I
It's
still-
not always
yeah.
like super good.
I would still say that there are more versatile
5
and more
seconds
flexible
remaining.
cores that you can Mars than.
Yeah.
Let's see if Fnatic actually find the right way of dealing with his
Fnatic's
layers. Because
turn to
Visage,
pick.
birds aside, all that, if you deal with the layers, you can deal with the hero.
I love Ember personally against.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Visage. But now Grimstroke is on the board, so Ember is. Man, this Grimstroke and Visage combo is actually so good. Once you reach level 15, you got a double soul assumption.
Doesn't work.
10
Work?
seconds remaining.
Yeah,
Sadly
it doesn't
not.
work.
Why not?
It's one of the rare hard-coded exceptions on
5
Soul.
seconds
on
It
remaining.
even
Soulbind.
works with Lion. Oh,
I know, it's weird. Soul Assumption's like the that doesn't work. There's,
Maybe because you can spam it out every 4 seconds, so.
Lion double ult just wins you the game right
Yeah.
there.
I'm not really sure why it doesn't work. Even
Well, Ice Frog, you know what to do.
Shadow Shaman's Aether Shock works with it.
I mean, Lion Impale works.
Radiant team
Jekyll even
pick.
works. I
yeah,
believe.
but some of the weird ones like Nether Strike won't bash both. You'll go on to the other target that you didn't
And you'll-
target.
It,
Yeah.
it sounds like spaghetti coding.
It's spaghetti coding for sure. But yeah, Visage, at least last time I tested Soulbind.
Well,
But
I
still, Inkswell plus Familiar,
10
you can Inkswell
seconds
Familiars, right?
remaining.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can't also? I thought you can.
You can't
5
use.
seconds
what the-
remaining.
what the-
Are you
what
sure?
the-
Because
yeah.
I've definitely casted it on creep heroes like
On-
Spirit Bear and Warlock Golem. I don't know if I've done it on Familiar.
You haven't.
I'm pretty
I
sure
haven't.
you can. I'll
Unless
test
you're
it
a
out
hacker.
later on in the lobby, but I play a lot of Visage. Birds are everything that's bad for them can affect them.
Yeah.
Everything that's good for them can affect
Like,
them.
doesn't Paralyzing Cask stun them for the creep duration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is,
Fnatic's turn
makes
to
no
pick.
sense.
I love Bristol against Visage. You just quill him.
It's banned
Yeah.
out, but it's. Oh man, like this is a blast from the past when it comes to the carry matchup. You have Sven versus Gyro. The old school way of dealing with IO Gyro is pick something that can farm as fast and
10
it
seconds
actually
remaining.
wins in the late game, and that's Sven. So interesting. Plus a good laning combo
5
with
seconds remaining.
Grimstroke throughout the game is good with him.
And Mars is quite good with him too. Because the Cleave AoE is actually the arena radius, I believe. One guy, bleed.
Assuming they don't get snowballed, Fnatic pick up a Tusk.
Imagine all 4 snowballs. Sven is just waiting there. Come out,
Stone
bro.
form lands right on top of it. So what do you trust Trion on this game? Centaur still available in the pool.
It's tough, man. If you're an offlane mid player or mid offlane player, what is the most suitable here for you? Prophet, something that can farm, something
If you remember S4 and his days when he started transitioning,
as forehead. Yeah.
it was pretty much Puck Quap that he played on
On
offlane.
Bad
Yeah.
Rider, yeah.
Yeah, he would just play mid lane heroes on offlane.
I think his first transitional hero was probably like Timber Spa. It bridged the gap for him, I feel.
Because it was also mid hero at the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah. But it's tough. Like, Timber would look
FNATIC's
decent
turn
here.
to
Centaur
Just a
again.
normal Centaur.
I actually feel Centaur can get punished quite bad by Grimstroke's Vendo.
It's pretty good though when it comes to the itemization that you go for Crimson, you're negating the damage and from this. So useless. The birds actually died.
We
Ten
thought
seconds
Crimson would be great
Yeah.
last game against the Phantom Lancer.
And he didn't go for
He
it.
didn't go for it.
Yeah.
5
In this game,
seconds remaining.
it's just as good. Maybe even a little bit worse because you're mostly countering the poor Visage. Versus Sven, it's nice. I would like to see it this time.
Centaur, I've seen yesterday in the EU region also struggled at Grimstroke lane. Grimstroke is one of the best heroes against. I'm a little scared for him.
Team ban.
Problem is, yeah, Grimstroke is really good, but you have Tusk against Grimstroke. Tusk usually does fairly well
FNATIC's
if
turn
he
to ban.
plays properly. Snowball on Inkswell, you wait it out, you think afterwards.
Alright, it definitely is like an outplay kind of lane. It's just very simple for boot play rather than Fnatic where I actually have to outplay, I feel like.
Yeah.
Which right now they don't seem to be
Fnatic
doing a
is
whole
not
lot.
in a position to be
10 seconds
outplaying
remaining.
anything
Yeah,
right now.
like,
They just
you
need
wanna
to normal
go-
play.
Yeah, as stable
5 seconds
as possible.
remaining.
Yeah.
Just do your thing you need to do. Try
Nothing
to win a
fancy.
game of that.
Nothing
Exactly.
complicated.
We haven't
Team
seen
ban.
any Mikoto Visage, but that's also an option. Very flexible for them. They
FNATIC's turn to pick.
Well, what are we looking for from here? I mean, I gotta go back to it. I like DK. DP has been
banned out.
banned. Or DK is also
They
banned.
banned
out.
and DP. DK and DP both
They
banned out.
targeted him.
Well, Moon, what you got?
You can't play Storm again. That's also banned out. And if anything, I want to see a Spirit
10
for
seconds
Boom. I want to see
remaining.
someone who can jump on this IO in the backlines. Because that's the one thing kind of
Oh,
lacking.
you still have
5
Ember. You still
seconds
have
remaining. Radiant
Yeah.
team pick.
Ember's banned
Ember,
already.
but you
Ember
have
banned.
Void.
Bad Rider, okay.
Okay.
Now, Quap has been banned out already.
Mhm.
And
What
Puck
else?
is banned out too.
DP as well.
Yeah.
You don't
I
really
think
have a lot
Void,
of heroes.
I think Void is still fine. You can dissimulate out of Napalm stacks. He'll still chase you, but
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
They have a very well-rounded draft. Again, you have
5
this
seconds remaining.
Lasso into Relocate. You have Star Engage or Engage with. I like their draft, but troubles
yeah,
me.
it still seems high execution. Fnatic in the past 3 games that we've seen them.
it's also a hero that deals with Visage, Batrider. Eat the layers.
Oh, yeah.
But
With
I also
whatever
felt
spell.
like in the past it can kind of go both ways. If you get a Grave Chill on him, the birds can kind of destroy him.
Until the BKB. But
Yeah,
after
until
the
the
BKB,
BKB.
you're just fooled. on
If there's still the item
Yeah.
build, I don't even know what's the item build on Bad Rider anymore.
That's true. Batrider got a lot of nerfs recently between Napalm getting super buffed on creeps and then getting super nerfed afterwards.
basics,
Back to
basically.
basics.
It was the same build, right? With the Aghanims and Shard and whatnot.
Yeah, I think that build is dead because the shard got changed. Now it's the Flame Break a Prize and Napalm stack instead of the ally.
The tough thing.
You may now
Okay,
select
what's
That is the
good?
your
voice pretty
heroes.
most obvious one, I guess.
Yeah.
But also the one that makes the most sense.
I actually like
just-
Fnatic's draft again.
Just
a little
looking at
bit
the
better,
draft,
yeah.
yeah.
But can I go with the
Do you
draft?
trust
once again?
them?
I don't. Problem.
They need to earn the trust. If they can pull off this draft, I'll be very encouraged. Game number 3, because it is a good draft, but it's not an easy draft. You can't just.
Ten seconds remaining.
I'll go with Boom. Think this Visage position 4 can can work. Also, I think Void Spirit is a decent matchup against the Batrider. Sven, hero that got buffed. We've seen some at the major. We've seen some in the other regions as well. I feel like this hero is extremely strong and a bit underused. So I'm going to go with him.
Hear me, hear me. I have an announcement to make. Today's game, thank you. Appreciate it. Going boom. Here comes the boom. Didn't hear me. Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yeah, game number 2. And a little bit of trust with FNATIC from the panel. I'm a little bit surprised.
So far, 0-3.
It's tough because you expect FNATIC to be, a lot cleaner with their executions and playing a lot better than this, and they're slumping, and teams do slump. You can understand wanting to give them another chance in terms of predictions, but I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park here for Boom. FNATIC is still rostered with great players, and question of who executes better, of course.
We'll have to see. Now, one thing I dislike is whenever I play Tusk into Grimstroke, it feels very awkward because you can't snowball when you're leashed. There's a silence as well on top of that, so it could be a bit problematic getting those saves up. Cascute should die with the tag team. They're gonna give it to Moon.
He needs the help, so we'll give him the bit of a boost over mid. And that's the power that you're going to find from the Tusk early. The question is, will that ability pressure be able to stay from jabs on this Tusk as the game goes by? And I'm not sure it will. So we'll see how this goes. Dreamacell towards bottom here, and we've seen Sven a couple times. We saw it in the Chinese region the other day. Felt very strong.
It certainly did. One problem I have in this one is, like, you get lassoed, there is no counterplay to that. Like, whoever gets lassoed, you have BKB piercing ability for the Sven later on. Once the BKB is drowned, down to 6 seconds. So we'll have to see. Like, bottom lane, a lot of pressure. Grimstroke needs to be careful about his positioning, especially since they will hit that level 2 a bit faster. Like, one good ice shard to block him off into hoof stomp plus a double edge. It's a deadly lane. You need to be very careful as a Grimmin.
That being said, I would almost say the same for the Tusk, right? Let yourself get hit by too many strokes of fate. If silence comes in with a Stormhammer, Sven could output that damage. Good Aether Remnant from Makoto, who's dealing with 10 stacks of sticky napalm at the moment.
He's just collecting the magic wand charges. Investing. I'll tank the 10 of those. I'll trade it for the magic wand charges. It's down to go. Exactly.
Eating that tag team. We've seen Chuan on his Centaur a couple times, so I'm wondering if we're going to see a better performance from him. This isn't the Rubik lane with Centaur. This isn't a Lion lane with Centaur. How well is he going to do now with this Tusk? Because he has been struggling in the off.
Yeah, he's saving a point right now on Tusk to see whether they need, like, if they make an aggressive move. If Boom goes in with the Stormhammer, he can just snowball people out, dodge the Ink Swell. And if they see the opportunity to block him off with the shards, he's going to go for that. So he needs to be also a bit careful. He needs to bring a bit more regen. Cascute still has one heal himself, one tango, but you should not be staying at half HP. They're going to go. Like, they see Jabs is away from him.
And we're going to go to the center, trying to get this Ink Swell tag team. And this should be enough damage, but ooh, big snowball, and there's the kill for Dreamacell. He'll end up getting traded, though. Not exactly what you want for the Sven. They saw that he was away, but they just didn't completely take advantage of them at that point. Top lane, it can get difficult for Fnatic. We've seen how much damage this soul assumption can do.
This lane wants to go in and out region for Fnatic, while Boom, they want to go in and kill people with the combo. Visage, he consumes a lot of mana. We've seen some in the Chinese region as a position 4, I believe 2 times in a row. Looked very good. Felix Xiaoba played it, if I'm not mistaken. Where he like was just super farmed. Went for Guardian Greaves, like solar mech first item pretty much, and then in one of those games there was like Crimson Guard and a pipe. Like you can get super tanky with this hero
and really just produce so much. You're outputting
you're-
damage,
you're-
sustainability, you feel good.
You're pretty much playing position 3 from position 4 when you have that 4 Visage.
His Q with this clarity, just trying to get that mana up. As much damage as he can with that circle bait up top. Soul Assumption with the spear. A lot of damage on a Raven.
They needed a bit more. If Mars did not have a point in Bulwark, not sure why he has it in this lane. Like just be able to God's Rebuke him or 1 extra point in Spear would be enough damage to bring him down.
Again, looking to throw out the sword.
And now Visage, he like used, like this is very costly. Spell 125 mana, Visage full is okay-ish, but he consumes a lot of mana. Also popped the Mango, didn't get anything out of it. Now he has 1 spell only.
Right. So he's going to need that mana regen as much as he can, and I believe both couriers are towards top.
Offense will come later when you least expect it.
Sal put on FBZ. Hyde gets himself a couple mangoes. He's got and Inkswell again, it'll be avoided thanks to the snowball. There's another stick. Quite a bit of damage. They have the shards played perfectly. Dreamcell in trouble. One's taking a lot of damage, so that'll pull him off trying to get this kill onto the spin.
They shouldn't try to play aggressive with the Inkswell. Instead, they need to wait for the snowball to pop off and then try to go for the Inkswell, because he will be there. Like you have enough time to use the snowball if you're in vicinity.
Hyde. Really low there himself. 2-1 in favor of Fnatic. Jabs going to mid-bar forward. Inkswell again. There's the snowball once more. That's going to go on to Dreamcell.
There's no point of using it. Like this is the 3rd time that it already got dodged. Time to learn a lesson.
Are you
Cost him
okay?
130 mana every single. That's a decent chunk. And it's a 1k lead for Fnatic. This is something that we saw Boom. They were kind of getting the advantages in all the lanes via just the CSing. Maybe not feeling that as much. I will say, though, you still have Makoto, who's performing really well, and he's got himself that level 6. So does Moon. There's a little bit of lead there for the Void Spirit.
Just a slight lead in terms of CS. Bottom needs to be careful for the rotations coming out from Void Spirit. He will gladly TP, clean them up, especially if he feels like he can't lane. So this is what I'm talking about, like just the bottom rotate, TP rotation to the bottom. They're still not level 6, now they're gonna go.
Yeah, it happens a bit. Over and Tusk is actually towards top. So while this is happening, Glon gets a stun on the 2. They're going to try and come over and get the kill on a Hyde. He's on the run. The homing missile hits, and Raven's damage is too much. They lose an offlaner for a 4. They do now have a 2k lead. But that's Makoto coming over and getting an assist.
Centaur's super tanky, and Tusk already went to the top lane. He TP'd, so that means like they know that Centaur's gonna be alone at the bottom for some time. Big stack, scouted by Kezcute. I don't think they can contest this, so Moon is just gonna be able to farm it up.
You could throw strokes, but he's pulling. Feel comfortable throwing it from.
Getting very close to Boots of Travel. This is going to be a good timing on Boots of Travel. Then you have this relocate eventually plays. Boots of Travel, Batrider, set things up. Centaur with the Stampede can close the gap. Sven right now just finished off the Mask of Madness. Like, it's time to bail. Bottom lane, like, you're not gonna feel safe. He DPs instantly. You just want to be in the jungle, be in the triangle, get some stacks. There is a deep ward from FNATIC that's scouting things out.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, they
is
need to
under
be
attack.
careful of that because it is spotting these stacks being made. And they can contest if they do get a couple of kills here. They're gonna pick off and take a stack with the Bat Rider or even the Gyro. Gyro going into that Axe first item.
Is under attack.
That Blade of Alacrity.
So the way Dota works is, okay, enemy carry hero moves to jungle, like he does not want to be there, so there's gonna be one hero collecting XP on the bottom. So potentially you know that their position 4 is not gonna play the bottom lane. He's gonna be either mid or try to make a move on the top lane. So stuff like that is easily predicted in Dota.
It's quite crazy that FNATIC have a 3k lead at the moment. All their cores are just farming so well.
They had a big stack. Like, there's a clear difference between the mid laners, 600 gold, because they made a big stack. Batrider can farm it, has enough money to buy that Boots of Travel.
You look stunned.
Again, 4. Jay, who's level 5 at the moment, he's going into the mech. See what Hyde wants to go for. They're starting to rotate. See if they can make something. Do have level 6 available on FNATIC. Well, once again, that's going to land onto the Centaur. Kezcute here by himself. Rotations coming in for FNATIC. That's the Gyro coming over bottom. So Kezcute, he's going to survive. Not been able to dive and find him just yet. Star doesn't find him at all.
Radiant's
That's
After
really well
Gyro
done.
shows at the bottom lane, they're like,
Dire
we're just gonna trade. Like, straight tier 1 tower for tier 1. Mars is level 6. Don't think they can contest this. So it's just gonna be a trade. Io getting closer to his level 6. They have a Stampede to work with. They could potentially like have this global presence. Batrider finished the Boots of Travel going into BKB. Next item, I like the BKB because they have no abilities that go through like Magic Immunity. He should be fine. He should feel safe. Like, if he gets the BKB off before,
Still in trouble. Rolling comes out. He got the lasso. He has no way to survive this, and he'll just fall. And that's not really going in and getting that kill, but by the stack that they really need to protect. Kezcute's gonna make another stack, even though that with that gun and Dreamacell,
is under attack.
he knows that they're aware of these stacks being made for the Sven. They're gonna need to protect them, that's for sure.
Batrider has Invis, no lasso. However, he could be the one being in the triangle trying to steal away some of those creeps. Seems like it's not going to be the case. Sven with the God Strength just having a bit too much damage at the moment.
So pop the tag team, they're going to relocate into this one, try and make something happen with the TP out. So they at least got the Mars away, but Kodo on the run. Ink Sword doesn't land on anybody. Batrider trying to move in. I've got those familiars at work, and they might catch Moon. They've got the Stormhammer. They have the familiars for the stun with the Aether Remnant. Mooney is gone, caught in no man's land.
That was nicely done by Boom. Like, instant TPs, they understand Rocket does not have enough time. They have nothing to stop the TPs with. We killed Tusk, and they also get a free one. They got one extra kill from killing Moon.
Get that kill on the Moon, and all of a sudden, Dreamacell with those stacks, with that kill, slides into the top position in net worth. Kodo going for that Yules. That'll help him have the control that he needs to catch these heroes with the Aether Remnant.
It's a good way of dodging spells. Like Rocket, Snowball, potentially removing the Palm Charges from the Batrider. There's a lot of value from that item. And of course, the setup for your Remnant.
being a nuisance. Something he's done really well in this series. Last game is that Verana. 2-minute chase with an Undying, not allowing him to sacrifice himself.
He's going for a medallion that doesn't have much harm on this visit.
Speed gets used as the fight over mid rages on with the Aether, and he always finds to use on Kescute. Shuttles are perfect. Kescute will die.
To go back to Visage talk, I would love to see him get some farm priority. There's a big difference between position 5s and 4s. Like, look at the net worth.
Support difference.
Yeah, it's just 1,000 gold already. Jabs. Reload. Snowball. Looks pretty dead.
They got the tag team. They're going to go on this. And you look at the damage coming through. FNATIC moving around the map really well, and they're taking out these supports that really don't have anything to their name to survive.
And Centaur can play aggressively. Like, he's showing in the river, doesn't care too much, has some backup if needed with tier 1 TPs. Could, plus Vanguard, kind of makes him unkillable at the moment. They need Sven. Like, they need Sven to be able to go through the tankiness of the Centaur. Echo Saber done. Unfortunately, Echo Saber cannot be upgraded to anything in this patch. Was a bit too OP, I would say, in the previous one.
I'm going to TP towards top, nearby this. So Sven, Master Madness, Echo Saber going into the BKB. See how much he could do with that. Makoto almost finishing off that Yules. Should see FBZ at some point go into a Blink Dagger, but he's also going into the same slot as DJ, and they've got the world. The spear that'll land, and tries to tether away. Inkswell on top, FBZ with the kill. Hyde stays smoked that entire time. Maybe they could get a +1 on this. They are looking to wrap around. FBZ has got a full wand to get that mana back.
Plus a Soul Ring as well. He's going to pretty much 18 pops, 2 of those.
God Strength, and it looks like FNATIC want to defend this. That was a early God Strength. So comes through, and there's the stun to follow it up. Aether Remnant, Snowball, that's the same. Hellbound, the depth of the Retreat Cell isn't going to be enough. The Black Hand of Pop by Raven, this fight is migrating a little bit. Top end of the stairs, they've got the Soulbind down, but FBZ, he's dead. Having to leave to work with Idols and those familiars, and now needing to run, so does the rest of Boom. FNATIC continuing to chase.
Lasso
With
still
the God
available.
Strength, just taking these stacks, and similarly, Astral Step gets out of the hands of Moon.
Surprised they decided to siege like that. I think it's necessary to kill one hero before going in like that. But Centaur, he just parks his body in front of it, and he's like, I don't care if you guys go on me. There's a possible mech, the relocate play. You put yourself in a bad spot. So Sven going into BKB, like, that's gonna give him a lot of free movement.
Radiant structures.
They still have to do ability to go through magic.
Double damage is popped. They'll look to get this kill on the Moon. But now he's got the lasso, they have the relocate. They can't get the kill there onto his Pathfinder. They'll bring in Raven as well as DJ and turn this around to get the kill on Kescute. Even with the double damage, it just wasn't enough coming in from Makoto, and it was more just the difficulty dealing with his positioning on the cliff and everything, going around and around.
It's Roshan time. They're figuring it out with the tag team, with the side gunner. They have enough damage.
Nothing really do to stop this. This game's starting to feel like it all comes down to Dream. Smoke heading over. FNATIC kind of have this information. They're also getting deterred. Will be the fact that Makoto is here throwing out these Aether Remnants. Sentry down, Windcoast stop, that lands on it too. They're gonna call this coming out of the pit. Taking a lot of damage coming over here.
Not committing yet.
Aether Remnant. They've got the kill on Jets, they've got the look over DJ, that's 3 dead on FNATIC. It all goes wrong. FBZ lands the arena, that works out real well for them. They've got Sons of Revenge embraced and control both ways. They will kill off this gyro, and it's a 4-for-0 Moon. Roshi for 5, a buyback committed by Chad.
so patient with that arena. They went in, they, you know, scouted things out because they didn't have that much damage. Tag team is good, but once tag team is down, like IO doesn't provide you with any kind of damage, neither does Batrider. So it took them quite a bit of a time to get someone dropped an item. Dragon Scale dropped on the ground.
Familiar stuns.
For a moment, I thought that was like a big item that someone...
It was Boom's item.
It was Centaur. He's, you know, dropping the items while he's using the stun.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but yeah, that was Boom's Dragon Scale that's now picked up by Centaur. So he just gets free 5 armor and 5 HP regen. That feels great. Thanks for the item. It came from, I believe, the Cobalt on Makoto's trusty shovel.
Dire's are fortified.
Couldn't that have been anything else? It's not going to help this Centaur really well.
Are scaling.
Yeah, because he needs armor. Like, this hero doesn't have high armor. Now with the chainmail, with the Dragon Scale. For a moment, I thought he was just dropping his neutral item on
Getting chased. 4 heroes here to get a kill out of the Visage. They're also going to try and get these familiars, and they will get both. Makoto, all the snowball quick reactions from Jabs. Makoto,
This is
no
huge.
way to survive.
This is big kill. You know, he tried to play with them there a bit.
Dire's top
Now Sven has the Aegis, not the best hero to hold the Aegis. You know, these transformation heroes are not that good. Maybe it would have been better if Void Spirit picked it up, but in this case, you know, it's better because he dies there, possibly dies one more time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
BKB finish for the Sven, who's top of the net worth. Dream of Cell. Those bottoms going dataless in.
Radiant's courier has been
Has
removed.
Blink
for the
Dagger
damage.
queued up as well. I think you pick up a Blink Dagger to be able to position yourself. There's still no need to get a shard. The spell mechanic, no Ghost Scepters yet, no Glimmer Capes.
So now they have 2 dragons. Ink Swell. Blink. The land was well saved. They're also going to bring DJ in for the reload.
And
that'll
reload
get him
out.
So they've committed on the side of Boom. They don't get anything for it, and they'll come right back into the fight. Only relocate over to the side. The Soulbind's in as well as the Phantom's embrace. The Soul Suction goes not a good out. It's going to be a good amount of damage with BKB Popeye. Flash on FBZ, trying to fall back. With the damage, FBZ's got so he's moved.
Sven's going ham.
Sven going in right onto the gyrocopter. Now everybody sees the attention onto the IO. DJ though not dying just yet. Finally a shot in. They're going to kill the DJ. They end up losing Hyde, but they've got the damage to make it take out Dream Cell. Trying to survive. Buyback from DJ uses the one time to onto this Centaur, and he still has the damage to kill off Jabs. He's going to respawn. Can they save him? With the rocket barrage, 4 heroes here. They fall back on move for this.
What?
And they will get the kill. They fall back on move.
Why did he buyback? They're like, they got the kill without him. There was no need. He does not have a lasso. He does not have a BKB. Not sure what the plan there was, but at least they got Sven. Like, you can see the damage coming out from the Sven. Once he has that ulti, now it's gonna be level 3 God Strength. It's gonna hurt. They need to kite him. They need to get some armor. They need to get the Ghost Scepters up until he gets the Shard. We're gonna see that one again.
Taking a look.
So good initiation, but even better a snowball save. He's buying time. Relocate already charged. Takes him out.
Saves on saves for Fnatic, making it very hard for them to
Grimstroke needs
kill
to be careful
Raven.
how he uses his ulti. Like, most of the time it was used when they're backing off. It's just too much damage. Like, if he wants to buy back, like, he should buy back here immediately.
With how deep this Sven is, yeah. Sven still through all this too. Looks like he's gonna die there. Rocket Barrage goes there by
Uses
Makoto,
War
as well as
Cry,
the Inkswell. Look at
wand,
that.
and then just shreds through Tusk.
Shoulders punch, Rocket Barrage, Hyde again, he's dead. They continue to keep this lead at about 3 to 4K. It settles down throughout the times. assimilate. Kodo the other way. He's got one after step on both these heroes. They're going to catch the Kodo again. But Kodo is really trying to play cheeky, and he's paying for it.
Not cheeky enough. A lot of mistakes from both of these teams in game number 2. Like a lot of unnecessary deaths, buybacks. Sven now has a blank dagger. Looks like they still want to take this fight.
Strength, damage, and snowball.
Oh, he actually speared him closer to the snowball. He made a snowball straight away. Good on it.
Solvine as well as the benefit rate. At the same start to pick up he has enough to
You should have known better.
DJ. Yeah,
It's 115%. Blue Patriotic, he's trying to go in.
They've got to silence the damage on a Raven. You need to be careful. You do not have an iron to help you out, but FBZ, he's getting really tangled up.
Sven might be able to jump in. He needs swell on him. No ulti.
And there's the stun, the buyback from his Centaur. It's not going to be in time as well. Still pressed, and the damage is there. Hyde gets the kill, but again, Dream is out traded. So he gets these kills, and he's continuing to shut down FNATIC at times.
But Fnatic's going to use buybacks. Like, this is the third time they use buybacks.
Back in. Makoto trying to fight this. He'll use the Stampede. Astral step away. Makoto gets a little bit aggressive to the point where now he has to deal with the Centaur as well as Bad Rider, who does have the blink tag and the snowball coming through. Makoto ace playing his hand, and Moon gets the kill. It's back and forth and sloppy all around. They can't stay within their lines as they try to go in this picture.
It's just funny how Visage shows up and just instantly disappears. It feels like he thinks the hero is super tanky. Yeah, Solar Crest plus Gravekeeper's Cloak. It gives you some tankiness, but you have like no magic resistance. Like, I would love to see like possibly a good on him. His cute looks pretty dead on the bottom. Yeah.
Moon is now dominant.
It's very hard to predict what's going to happen in this game.
Like, it doesn't even feel like a 6K lead. A lot of that, you know, comes from the split between the IO and the Grimstroke. So that's about 2K, and then that to the Void and the Centaur to the Mars. See what Moon can do. It feels like there's been some non-stop. All right, we all respawn, smoke up, go. Okay, we all respawn, smoke up, go. But
It's
Roche
not
is
the
soon.
cleanest Dota, but it's a fun Dota to watch because there's
yeah.
constant action, 37 kills, 25 minutes in.
Bounty.
Visit, he realizes, man, I need to tank up. It's just not enough. This Solar Crest, I think Solar Crest is a great item, don't get me wrong, but I think he needed 5 or like 5 medallions sounds much better than the full Solar.
Going for the Daedalus. Roche is very soon. 20 more seconds. Boomer postured by this. Let's see if they can grab themselves Roche. They should be able to take it pretty quickly. And this is Shard, so let's see who the Shard ends up going to.
Dire's top tower
Sven
is
decided to
under
go
attack.
for a new talent. He did not have that one before, plus 10 Warcry armor. So it's 8-second duration, 25 AoE armor.
So much armor. Anytime we talk about armor, by the way, I always think of the Nether Shawl. Just how little armor it is.
Oh yeah, it's -3. Like,
oh man,
take this better,
-3.
good.
They're gonna come and try and fight Inks forward, looking over for FBZ, but the Spiral lands, so that's gonna allow you to use the Stampede already. The Shard's coming out. There's the Blink as well as the Lasso. They've got the lockdown on FBZ. And then turn this into Roche if
He
you
has
aren't careful.
buyback. Roche spawned earlier. You can scout things out with the Courier, but you can scout things out with the Familiar, which is nice. It's being pinged out. Fnatic, they want to scout things out, see if it's spawned. Sven, unfortunately, does not have a TP, but using the Courier, bringing a TP, which is on cooldown for 50 seconds. So if they want to contest this, he needs to run.
Run.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The rest of the team needs to deter them from taking this Roche.
Yeah, someone needs to go in.
Got the standing over there. They haven't fought back yet. The buyback might be enough to drag him out of the pit, but now it's not. At this point, they're going to get themselves the Roche. It looks like they're going to get themselves a free shot. They've got the homing missile focusing its attention onto the Grimstroke. Not even needed. The Walrus Punch will help get that kill.
Maybe they thought, you know, first time around, they did not have enough damage, so we're gonna do the same. They took it slowly. Surprised Sven decided to TP back, considering the Roche could potentially spawn.
Give that shard to Jabs, by the way. Frozen Sigil.
It's almost
Radiant's middle
perma
tower
available
is
if it's
under
not
attack.
killed. 30 seconds cooldown. Lasts for 25. It doesn't reduce attack speed anymore. It's just slowing for 40% now.
Radiant's
That's
top
a lot.
tower is under attack.
Axela says it. Yeah, why is that written?
Yeah, it also doesn't give any damage to allies. Ally damage extra, also 0. Extra
Radiant's
gold
top
received,
tower has fallen.
0. Because it had, you know, it had attack slow before, but it should definitely get rid of that.
A little clutter in there. 11k lead now for Fnatic. Like, this is kind of just spiraling. Although the fights still feel close because of the God Strength. You just jump in, blow these heroes up.
Like, they will take this fight. They will take the fight. Sven
Is under attack.
has enough money to buy full Daedalus. Was a bit worried. Well, where's his courier at? Doesn't have the courier. Did not want to go to the enemy secret shop.
KB Super Gyro, he's got
Middle
Aegis,
tower
working
is
with
under
double
attack.
damage in that bottle. Panic ready to go. Raven, very farmed. We'll see if he can survive. He's got a couple saves with his team. Then walking all the way to the Dire Secret Shop to pick up this Daedalus.
He was there 30 seconds ago. He was just afraid. He waited until enemy heroes showed up. Now
Radiant's
full
middle
Daedalus,
tower is under attack.
getting closer to that level 25. Batrider is super tanky. He has a Blink Dagger, Lance, Quick Silver Amulet, a lot of move speed. You know, if he grabs that Sven, they don't necessarily need to kill him during the BKB because he's a tough target to kill through BKB, but just try to waste his BKB duration and then go for him. They have enough tools to deal with him.
Dire's
Have
top
2
tower
BKB piercing
has
abilities, so something that Svens are
fallen.
always
Radiant's top tower
gonna be
is
afraid
under
of.
attack.
Sigil just there to scout.
Dire are scanning.
Pain spear back. Caught themselves Raven. Now the Lotus are about to take things back, but it's going to be enough to get the kill here on the Panic. Check out his move. Satanic, they're on the back. Can they get the kill with the lasso now? Sven in trouble. Raven getting low. He's healed up again. Dream himself finally. Get the kill on the Jeff. There's the rest. But post down. He ends up gone, and he does not have buyback. He just bought out on the Daedalus. How many times are they going to get Raven low and not get this kill? They caught Makoto too. He's the last step. He is very dead.
This might be it. Sven, he deals ton of damage. Another big snowball save. Coming up from Tusk, just buying time, then lasso during the BKB duration. As I mentioned, you don't have to kill him, just waste his BKB, and then you can stun lock him. 60 seconds without a buyback. Good initiation, however. Like, they make a really good jump. They needed Sven to jump with that gyrocopter and just burst him down. But otherwise, he's not dying. The sustain from Io plus Satanic is a bit too much.
Yeah, there was 2 times where Raven got low, and he didn't die either time. He pops that Satanic, and gets himself back up to full, and then the tether comes in from the IO, back up to full again, didn't even use the Aegis.
Sven tried to jump the back line. Eventually, they could have tried to kill Gyro once. So they have one more fight, possibly, once the Sven is out.
Low, and
Is under attack.
get back. I say that, but he never actually got into these. He's dead for 70. They'll go for the tier 4s. Sven's back up. God strength yet, though.
Radiant's middle tower is under
To
attack.
try and make something happen, but again, it's Satanic available.
It's up now. Now it's time to go.
Got the last one.
for this Sven in this game, other than the solo press. FNATIC managed to, bounce back. So 1-1 right now. They look